Hey everybody, time for another Emacs video. And today we're going to look at just a slight change in my workflow recently. And it came from looking at, I think it was JCS's blog here, Real, and he linked to another blog that talked about using Tramp, and it led me to something else altogether. So basically, I maintain a couple of simple websites, and one of them is here. It's information about my honors program, and it's living on another machine. And so, when I have to, one way to deal with it is I can always go to, go to the machine where it's living, and I can go to C to, and then I can just, edit index HTML, and I can now just edit the file and do whatever I want. Or if I want to, like let's say here, I'm working on, you see I have this directory here, teacher ed, and I'm working on another files there, and so let's make a little, let's make a test.html. And I haven't done really much HTML stuff. Well, this machine doesn't have anything on it in terms of packages. So let's just say h1 hello world. And let's save that, and let's go to the website. So it'll be info.huntercs.org/teachered /test.html. And there it is. Okay, not really, let's make it lowercase, we can reload this, okay, everything works. And this is all good, but it requires you go to that machine. And what I really should do more is I should just use Emacs for this. So I can bring up Emacs, make the font a little bit bigger, and what I can do is I can just do, let's find the file, and I can use SSH, info.huntercs.org, / the directory, HTML, and now this is the directory on the remote machine, so I can do test HTML, and I can say like H2, this was edited remotely. And now notice what I got here is, I think I installed this. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay. Well, I have some stuff going on here, but I haven't installed like Emmet or Web Mode or whatever. But whatever. Let's just put in one thing there, and now it saves it. And so on the remote machine, we've actually edited it. So we are editing this, but we're editing this. Let me just switch over. We're editing this from our local machine on the other machine. And what's really cool is you can do things like not only edit remotely, but you can go through firewalls, like you can log into a machine and then have it go to another machine. And for that you can just look at the Tramp documentation or the Tramp FAQ, and I made a video on Tramp a while ago, but that was pretty cool. Not. It was nice, but I also remembered that, like, not remembered, but I also like leveraging org mode as much as I can. And so I started thinking, for the type of website I'm doing, do I really have to do this all in HTML? So what I'm going to do here is, let me just kill that, and let me get to my terminal, and let me go. And let's just remove the teacher, remove those files just for now. So let's do something else. Let's stay here locally, and let's just edit this file locally for the time being. So I'm actually going to turn off the keys because I'm not doing anything magic with these keys, and they're just a little annoying. So I'm going to go into a folder I set up, and I'll go into test.org. And we know we can do stuff like this. We can say like, this is my website, and I can put a table in it, and maybe I can put, for I in, let's edit this, for I in range 10, print I, I don't have the Jedi server there because I haven't been using it. But anyway, and we know we can do things like we can export this, Control C, Control E, well, let me say, Control C, E, yes, and we can export this to HTML with H, and we can open it with O. So H-O, and there's my website. And this is cool, but it's not necessarily the way I want this to look. Like one, I'm saying like this is my website, but that's actually, if we inspect this, that's actually an H2, not an H1. And yeah, so let's see what we can do there. If you look at the documentation, the org documentation, there are a number of things we can do. The first thing we're going to say is we're going to turn the options none to be nil. And now we open it. That didn't work. I thought that was going to work. Okay, well, I'll come back to that. We're also going to put in, let's put in a title. This is the title. And now we have the title and it's centered and all of that. I'm not sure why the options for the numbers is appearing the way it is. I thought that would handle it. Well, okay, well, we'll come back to that. But even now with more, when I'm doing this, I don't want this just to be the plain org mode. So I want to use my own CSS. Now, if you actually look at the org documentation, org mode, export, HTML, CSS, it'll show you a few things. One, it'll show you things like these are the attributes, or these are the tags and things that it creates. So you could actually modify the CSS, and we'll do a little of that. But it also says here we can add our own style sheet, and we can also turn it to null. So let's do that. Let's grab that. Let's turn off the style sheet, and I should have done it. Control C, H, open. Why is it not doing that? It's from the right place. So let's try something else. Let's do another little thing here. Let's see if this works. I'm not exactly sure why that's not going. I'm going to export some HTML, and we're going to add some body background. There we go. Well, we got a little change there. So that may not be what I want. Let's make, there we go, red background. Okay, so we can actually modify the styles. Now, I'm not really sure. What do I have wrong here? This is supposed to turn off the style. Options. HTML style is nil, and that should have turned everything off, and I'm not sure why it didn't. So let's figure this out. That could be it. There we go. Yeah, so I had this extra thing here, this extra underscore, and that kind of killed everything. So let's change our background. I'm going to copy over some stuff that I wrote ahead of time in terms of styling, and I'm going to copy this over to here. There we go. So I'm doing this for a Hunter site. So I changed my color. I added some padding and some font size for the body, just to make all my text a little bit bigger. Just to show this. H1 is now going to be this purple color, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be bold, maybe H2, H3, etc. So basically, I just added some features to this, and now I can make, I can kind of just use org mode to make my website, and I can be like, this is some code, and etc., etc. You know, and then this is some code, and I can even do more. So one other thing I can do here is I can turn off that stuff at the end by make that nil, and now that's gone. So now I can do a basic website pretty easily just using org mode. And so I did this over here. Let me just come back to here. If I go to this one called fact.org, I did this a little bit earlier. Let me make this wider. And I'm doing this for my teacher certification program. And it's basically what you see, you know, what you saw what I just did. But, you know, it's a more full website. It's simple. It's nothing fancy. In fact, let's take a look at it. And let's see, it's going to be at info.huntercs.org/teachered/fact. And it just looks like this, nothing fancy. But the fact is that it's just an org file, and because I can put in my, you know, my style stuff here, and of course if I want to, now, let me just kill all these, I can also, you know, put extra style sheets in here, and that's pretty much it. Now I could just do this using Tramp. I could set this file up on the remote system, and then what I could do is I could do, I could basically go to it using Tramp like I just showed you before, and every time I did this export, it would recreate the HTML file. But I didn't like that for a couple of reasons. One is every time I export, you'll notice I get yet another one of these, and it's hard to keep track of that. But another reason I don't like that is because Tramp can be a little slow. So instead, what I did is I looked into org publish. And so org publish, it's just very simple. It's built into org mode. You just have to require OX publish, and this is for my configuration file. And then you give it things to publish. So I'm publishing this teacher ed. So what it's doing is it's saying, take everything from this base directory, and we want to export all of the org files, and I want to publish it to another directory. And this is the cool part. I'm going to publish this using the Tramp syntax. So instead of publishing this to a file on my own machine, I'm going to say publish this over to this website, over to this site, SSH to Zemansky at info.huntercs.org. I set up SSH so it's using keys, so I don't have to have a password. This directory and into this folder. Should it be recursive? Yes. So it's going to do every org file under teacher ed. So if you look over here, why is it not here? Did I not? Let me get to the right file. Oh, that's on the wrong machine. So now on this machine, sync, Hunter, sites, teacher ed, it's going to do both fact.org and test.org, so it'll publish both of them. It's going to use org HTML publish to HTML. Headlines has to do with the exporting, but I'm not sure. Auto preamble, these are just the defaults. I got these from the org documentation. So right here, let's see, where's the one? So basically, publishing an org project, so I just copied this over, I copied a little, headline levels 4, preamble, I just copied this over and changed these directories, but it'll also give you like, oh, I want to have static stuff copied over, so it won't publish them, it'll just copy them over, so CSS files and image files you can use this for, but in the same way. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, so you can look through this whole thing. So now at this point, if I go, I've got here, I've got my Hunter CS honors, I've got my, let's go to info, teacher ed fact.html, and let's go to info here, teacher ed test.html, and there is no test.html, but there is the teacher education one. So here, let's go back to test.html or test.org, and now I can say, Control CE. Well, I can do this in two ways. One, I can Control CE, and then down here you'll see publish option. So I can capital P, and then publish a current file, project, etc. Or I can do publish the current file, or let's do the file, current file. So it's doing its magic. This, nothing's changed, but this one over here, if I reload this, now it's here. So I now publish this remotely, and now if I make a change to like super title, whatever, save it, Control C, Control E, P for publish, and now it changes. So the really cool thing about this is I can do everything locally, I can test it, do whatever I want, but then I can publish it to a remote host, which is exactly what I want to do, and that's how I'm going to start maintaining these sites. So little cool workflow thing that I just started using. I played with Org Publish a couple of years ago, but like for my blog, but it never really took. But a really cool thing. So yeah, that's it for today, and enjoy.